Have you ever wanted to turn on your TV but you could not find the remote? Have you ever wanted to enter into your car but realized that you did not have the key? Well, imagine that you have the capability to turn on such items with your mind. That seems a little far-fetched, but Neuralink aims to accomplish feats just like that and beyond. So let's find out more about this and more in the following video. Neuralink was co-founded by Elon Musk in 2016, and the headquarters is based in San Francisco, California. What is Neuralink? Well, Neuralink is a small device that connects to your brain, but it's only the size of a small coin. It's designed to connect to thousands of neurons in the brain and record the activity of these neurons, process these signals in real time, and send that information to the link. It is planned to help people with quadriplegia by giving them the ability to control computers and mobile devices with their brain. How does this work? Well, it starts off by recording neural activity in the brain movement areas. As users think about moving their arm or hands, they would decide those intentions, which would be sent over Bluetooth to the user computer. Users would initially learn to control a virtual mouse. Later, as users get more practice and the adaptive decoding algorithm continues to improve, they expect that users would be able to control multiple devices, including a keyboard or game controller, perhaps even unlocking a car. Look at Pager. He has had success with playing games even. He is a cool, calm, and collective young monkey, playing this game like a pro. As the user gets more practice, the adaptive decoding algorithm continues to improve. Will the link or future systems be available to the general population? Neuralink is currently focused on making medical devices. These devices have the potential to help people with a wide range of injuries and neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and strokes, and they hope to develop treatment for many of these conditions in the coming years. It is expected the device will continue to scale. As they learn to communicate with more areas of the brain, they will discover new non-medical applications of or for the BMIs, brain-machine interfaces. Neuralink's long-term vision is to create BCIs, brain-machine interfaces, that are sufficiently safe and powerful and that the general public will want to have. What about safety? Neuralink has yet to begin clinical trials, so they do not have safety data in humans. Yeah, but safety has been at the core of the design process. In particular, the link includes technical innovation for improving the safety of surgical procedure compared to existing BMI device or traditional neurosurgery. For example, there is always risk associated with general anesthesia. That risk is reduced by shortening the time of the procedure. The neurosurgical robot is capable of efficient and reliable electrode insertion. Also, the robot is being designed to insert threads through a hole in the skull as small as 23 millimeters diameter. Combined with other advancements in robotic surgical tooling, this may allow them to eliminate general anesthesia and to implant the device under conscious sedation. Inserting a device into the brain always carries some risk of bleeding. They are trying to reduce that risk by using micro-scale threads, inserting with a needle whose diameter is about the size of many neurons in the brain. Furthermore, because each thread is individually inserted, they are designing the neurosurgical robot to avoid damaging blood vessels at or near the surface of the brain. But what does this have to do with cars? Well, if successful, Neuralink could have a linked connection to vehicles, controlling the air conditioning, if desired, the windshield wipers, as well as other items such as opening doors or perhaps driving in the future. We know for Tesla, they do have full self-driving or FSD, and that's very close to accomplishing full self-driving already. But imagine the combination of the two. As regards to the technical and scientific aspect of this process, let's see if we can get a little deeper as we try to break this down for you, just in about 2 minutes. Let's dive in. What occurs When they connect this link to the brain, how does it actually function? Let's just say you want to move your cursor. Like all information, you can perceive or imagine the intent to move a computer cursor is represented in your brain. Your brain is composed of nearly 100 billion cells called neurons. Neurons come in many complex shapes, but generally they have a dendritic arbor. Dendrites are the tiny root-like hairs that reach out from the neurons to connect with other neurons. A cell body called cellma and an axon. The neurons of your brain connect to form a larger network through axon, dendrites, junctions called synapses. In these connection points, neurons communicate with each other in using chemical signals called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are released from the end of the axon in response to the electrical spike called the action potential. When a cell receives enough of the right kind of neurotransmitter input, a chain reaction is triggered that causes an action potential to fire, and the neuron to in turn relay messages to its own downstream synapses. Action potential produces an electric field that spreads from the neurons and can be detected by placing electrodes nearby, allowing recording of the information represented by a neuron. Information about everything from movement to vision, to hearing, to hunger, to dreams during sleep. Everything you can experience can be found by recording these electro signals in different areas of the brain. Information about moving your cursor can be found in a number of brain areas, including the primary motor cortex, or M1. When the cursor is moved up, some neurons in M1 will fire a lot, some will fire a little, and others will be silent, and vice versa if the cursor is moved down. In other brain areas, relevant information is represented in more complex ways, which can be learned with more sophisticated models. Through these relationships, Neuralink can begin to decode the communication signals in the brain, and by recording enough neurons, movement intent can be elucidated or clarified with more precision. So we see here Neuralink has had some amazing breakthroughs. Elon Musk mentioned that they're planning on doing human trial by the end of 2022. So we look forward to that. That's based off of a statement that he placed on Twitter April 24th, 2022. They have a lot on their plate because recently Musk noted that Neuralink might be able to address morbid obesity. The first time Musk broadcast the topic was during the TED interview with Chris Anderson. He told Anderson that Neuralink would focus on solving brain and spinal injuries within the next decade. So we'll keep you posted on many of the updates. If you would like to learn more about the AI robot Optimus, check out this video right here. Until soon. This is a new channel, so feel free to hit the like button and sign our AI support. Let us know what to do.
Click the link and subscribe because we have those fire updates on What's Lock on Key.